Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Pay to Drive. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe with all notifications on so you don't miss any gig content. Today, back by popular demand, we're doing more reaction videos. This time, it's to Kim's Side Money Plans. She's been very active in the community over the last 4 to 5 years, makes great content very consistently. Hit subscribe button on her channel. Link is in the description down below, and tell her Pay to Drive sent you. Let's see what's going on with these mass deactivations.
There are two silent threats getting thousands of DoorDash drivers deactivated right now. And the worst part is, you've already agreed to them. They're buried deep inside that independent contractor agreement, the one that you scrolled past and just hit accept. You
see what she's talking about? We've all hit accept on this. We all have.
To get on the road. This isn't about bad customer ratings or being late. This is different. These are tripwires that can end your DoorDash gig overnight without any warning. We are going to expose exactly what they are and what you have to do to protect yourself. If you are a DoorDash driver, there are two causes buried in the terms that you agreed to that could get you deactivated by tomorrow morning. Do you have?
You literally can be deactivated by tomorrow morning within 24 hours of hearing this. Okay? Let's just put that out on the table.
Have any idea what they are? Most drivers don't. They just assume that as long as they keep their customer ratings high, even acceptance rates high, even though that doesn't matter, everything is fine. But that's not the whole story. The thing is DoorDash has been deactivating drivers lately, left and right, and a lot of the time, it's completely silent. It's
left and right. How many times have I made that video about Dashers being deactivated left and right? And here is more of a confirmation of that.
Happening to veterans with 1,000 deliveries and to new drivers just trying to make a rent and just starting on the app. The reasons are hidden in plain sight in the policies that we all agreed to. This isn't about scaring you. It's about arming you, because what you don't know can and absolutely will get you kicked off the door.
And I've been saying this for years. People say, oh, you're scaring everybody. Listen, guys, even Kim is confirming. It's about arming yourself. It's about knowledge, knowing what to do so that this does not happen to you.
Dash platform. All right, let's get right into it. The first reason drivers are getting that dreaded deactivation email, their completion rate. Now, we all know what this is. It's the percentage of orders you finish after accepting them. For years, the magic number was 80%, and sometimes you could dip a little below it, and it wasn't that huge of a deal. Well, those days are over. What we're seeing now is a massive crackdown on completion rates. Officially, DoorDash's policy in most...
I've been also saying for years about the completion rates. It's no joke. These apps do not play games with that, especially if you guys are reassigning a lot of orders once you accept them. Remember, when you hit accept on an order, before you can decline it, when you actually accept it into your queue, it's almost like signing an electronic contract with DoorDash that you are going to fulfill that order. If you reassign, it drops your completion rate and can get you deactivated eventually.
Areas says that you need to maintain a 90% completion
Yep.
rate. But
Good old
here's
90.
what's actually happening on the roads and across the country. Drivers are reporting that DoorDash is enforcing a much stricter, almost unwritten rule based on drivers' reports and some market-specific emails. The standard that is 90%, but some markets, it's 95%. People
95.
are getting deactivated for...
Guys, what is the completion rate in your market right now? Comment it down below. Seriously, I don't see too many comments. And let's see if we can hit 200 likes on this video. We don't have too many likes, guys. Keep them coming. And make sure to like Kim's video. Link in description.
Dipping to even 88%, even with a perfect 5-star customer rating. Think about that. You can give perfect service, get amazing reviews, and still get terminated because you had to unassign a few orders.
See?
So why the sudden change? It's all about reliability. DoorDash isn't doing this for us. They're doing it for the customer and the restaurant.
Right.
When a driver unassigns, it causes a delay, the food gets cold, the customer gets mad, and the restaurant starts losing faith in DoorDash.
Right.
To them, a driver with a low completion rate is a weak link. You become a liability. And
that's the magic word there, liability. That's how DoorDash looks at every Dasher, as a liability if you are not 100% perfect.
Where it really feels like it's us against DoorDash and the algorithm. We know why we unassign orders. It's not laziness. It's because the restaurant usually is behind, usually on a Friday night, Saturday night, busy times. It's because when you get to the store and you check those drop-off notes and you realize it's a confusing apartment complex, or you have a customer who wrote wacky leave at door notes and you're like, nope, unassign. A lot of times we unassign to protect our own time and money and what we do on DoorDash because we're running a business.
I actually learned this the hard way when I originally started in 2017 with Grubhub. I remember I was unassigning orders, and I forget if I got an email or a call back then. I think it was an email like warning saying about that I'm reassigning too many orders. Because the nice thing is you accept an order and then you're like, this doesn't really look like it's good for me. And then you unassign it. A lot of people think that's like declining an offer. It's not. Remember what I said earlier? It's like signing an electronic agreement, like a contract. And if you break the contract, you get deactivated after doing it too many times.
But the algorithm doesn't see the context. It just sees a number.
Exactly.
And when that number drops below the secret threshold of 90%, the switch gets flipped and your account gets flagged and eventually deactivated. Hence why they are doing mass deactivations right now. So what's the solution? First, you can be more selective about orders that you accept. You don't really care about the tier program. But even if you are in the tier program, still choose your orders wisely. You still have a certain amount of declines to give if the order isn't right. If it looks sketchy, like a restaurant that's always slow or delivery is in a difficult area, it might be better for you to let your acceptance rate take the hit and not your completion rate.
Always let the acceptance rate take the hit, never the completion rate.
Your completion rate, though, is the ticking time bomb. You don't want to fall below that 90%. Second, you have to know the policy for your specific area. Pay attention to every single email DoorDash sends you. This is valuable information. Just don't blow it off. Some markets are getting the emails that it's 90%. Some, it's 95%. When they notify you of a change, continuing to use the app means that you actually agree to it. Third, if you do get stuck waiting, try to use the in-app options to report a problem. Sometimes, if you follow the exact steps, you can unassign without it even dinging your cancellation rate. It's called a worry-free unassign, which you can usually do after a 10-minute wait. But don't always count on it because sometimes it's not available.
Now, other than what she's saying here, what I have found, if you really need to unassign an order, you can try calling, Dasher support or customer service with DoorDash. If you can actually get somebody on the line after not waiting too long, just let them know, this is the situation. I am unable to complete this order. Can you please reassign it for me? Now, if DoorDash reassigns it from their end, okay, you should not take the hit on your completion rate. So keep that in mind. If you do it yourself, You absolutely 100% will.
Has to say worry-free unassigned in order for you to do this properly. The safe display is to guard that completion rate like your life depends on it if you want to stay on DoorDash platform. The next one is even sneakier because it can reach years into your past and get you booted for something that has nothing to do with how you dash. It's the ongoing perpetual background check. When you sign up, you agree to a background check from...
I have made videos on this topic as well about the background check, especially through Checker. Like if you don't update your driver's license, like if you moved out of state and got a new license and your old license expires, you get auto deactivated. So keep that in mind.
A company with DoorDash called Checker. What most drivers don't get is that you didn't just agree for one check. You agreed to do ongoing monitoring. DoorDash says right in the terms that they rerun background checks on active Dashers periodically. I know, I just went through mine a couple months ago. This means they are constantly scanning your driving record and your criminal history. So what are they really looking for? On your driving record, it's new violations, speeding tickets, running a red light, accidents where you were at fault, and especially big stuff like DUIs. And a lot of Dashers think a simple speeding ticket from last year is just no big deal. You pay the fine, you move on. But to DoorDash, that's a data point. If you get too many points on your licenses, sometimes as few as 3 moving violations, you can be flagged for deactivation.
And this is across all the apps that use Checker. And I know Grubhub does, and I'm pretty sure Uber Eats does as well. Okay, I'm not sure about Spark, but most of them use Checker because that's all they do is do background checks. So they probably just all say, oh, Checker, do the ones for all of our drivers too. You know, but yes, she's 100% right, especially if you had any felonies or anything like that. If you had some misdemeanors, it may depend, but I know felonies are a big issue.
They now see you as an unsafe driver. Picture this.
A liability.
You've been dashing for 3 years, 4,000 deliveries, and a 4.9-star rating. You're a pro. You love DoorDash. But 2 years ago, you got a speeding ticket. Last year, a ticket for an illegal turn. You forgot all about them. Then on Tuesday morning, you get a pre-advertised action notice from DoorDash. They ran your background check again and then found the violations. They give you a few days to argue it, but if the tickets are real, there's nothing to argue about. A week later, you're deactivated.
Because this is what DoorDash is thinking. And all of these apps that do this, they're basically saying, well, your liability, even though this infraction did not necessarily affect a DoorDash order, it could potentially be something that's a problem in the future. Okay, so that is something to keep in mind. And if you haven't yet, guys, make sure to hit that like button down below and subscribe to the channel. Okay, we're almost at 53,000 subs, so thank you for that. And let's get Kim to 12,000 subs. Links in the description.
3 years of work just gone because of a couple of minor traffic stops. This is happening to a lot of Dashers every single day, and a lot has been happening recently. The same goes for your criminal record. Any new offenses can trigger this long after you've passed the first screening. The most critical thing to get is that you gave them permission to do this. It's right there in the contract. You're letting them pull your records whenever they want. And you're agreeing that their safety standards, which they can change, are grounds to deactivate you.
Right.
So how do you protect yourself? The answer is simple, but not easy. You have to drive like your job depends on it. Literally. Because it literally does. Every single time you're in your car, dashing or not, you're on the clock in their eyes.
That's exactly what it is. You are on the clock in their eyes, and they know it.
A clean driving record isn't a bonus anymore. It's a basic requirement for working DoorDash.
It is.
If you get a ticket, fight it. look into traffic school or anything that can keep the points off your record. And if you get one of those pre-advertised action emails, read it immediately. You have a right to see the report and fix any errors with Checker. Don't just ignore it. That's your only shot to save your DoorDash account. So,
yeah, guys, like I said before, Checker does not fool around. They don't fool around. In the comment section, tell me, have you ever dealt with an issue with Checker? Dino, from Saying It Like It Is, 100% has. Okay? Definitely check out his video on that.
Have you heard of a lot of deactivations lately coming from Dashers? Have you fallen into any of these two deactivations? Go ahead, let me know in the comments. If you're getting value out of this video, I need you to do me a favor and I need you to hit that like button. And if you're looking for more DoorDash content, you're definitely going to want to subscribe to this channel. So let's tie this all together. The title of this video is What You Must Accept to Keep Dashing. It's not just about accepting orders. It's about accepting the new reality of how DoorDash works. First, you have to accept that your completion rate isn't a suggestion anymore. It's a hard rule. You have to protect it, even if it means your acceptance rate might take a little bit of a dip. You can work both ends of the angle. You just have to maintain both of these metrics. You need to assume that anything below 90% is the danger zone and you will get deactivated. Second, you have to accept that you're always under a microscope with DoorDash. That background check isn't a one-time thing that you passed when you signed up. It's a constant state of review. How you drive on and off the app is being watched and can be used.
Think about that. Something that you do, like even when you're not dashing or delivering, can affect your deactivation in the future. Imagine that. Okay? So you got to be safe out there.
Used to deactivate you at any time. And third, you have to accept that you are a business owner and start acting like one. That means reading the fine print. I always say, guys, read the terms of service. Don't just hit dash because you want to start. They change the stuff all the times. It means understanding the contracts that you sign. It means documenting everything. Take pictures of drop-off, screenshot your chats with customers, screenshot chats with support, and keep track of your own driving record. In this gig economy, DoorDash is not your friend. They look out for them. You have to look out for you. You are...
That is so freaking true, man. CYA, cover your ass. It's a real thing. Because DoorDash is not going to stick their neck out for you. They're always going to look out for them and their bottom line at the end of the day, like Kim says.
Your own, and only you can advocate for yourself. DoorDash built a system where they have all the power, and their deactivation process is cold, automated judgment with almost no chance of appeal. The reality of dashing in 2025 is that the platform is getting tougher and more crowded. It is oversaturated with drivers. DoorDash is optimizing its system for efficiency, and drivers who don't fit into their perfect box are being cut, plain and simple, and deactivated.
What Kim is saying here is 100% true, okay? They are not going to stick their neck out, like I said. They are going to just let you go and keep the door revolving.
Two biggest things lately are the completion rate that drops below 90% and higher standards on any marks on your driving record. You have to be proactive. You have to be careful. You have to do everything right on the DoorDash app, and you have to understand the rules of the game you're playing with DoorDash because they're buried in every contract you already agreed to. I want to hear from you. Have you noticed the completion rate requirement getting stricter in your area? Are you one of those areas that have that 95%? Have you or anyone you know been deactivated for any of these reasons? Go ahead, share your story in the comments. Let's help each other out. Your experience could be the thing that saves another driver from deactivation.
So I just want to say thank you to Kim for sharing this because the message is strong here, okay? Background checks and just low completion rate can ruin your entire DoorDash career, or whatever you want to look at it as. It's a real problem, folks. So please let me know if you can relate to this in the comments. If you made it to this part of the video, leave a quick comment saying end 704, just so I know you made it. Subscribe to this channel and subscribe to Kim. Let her know. Say Paid to Drive sent me in the comments of her video, and then I'll go reply to you over there. Links down below. So until next time, get that money, get that honey, keep hustling and keep bustling, and we'll see you guys next time right here on Paid to Drive. I hope every single one of you have a fantastic day, and if no one has said it to you today or anytime soon, you are awesome. Peace.